Hey guys, welcome back for game 2 of Gacu versus Tamahome. If you haven't seen the last one, I'd advise you go watch that one. It's a pretty fun game. Got to see some cool offense. Try and beat down some chunky Suicune lack stuff. But anyway, we're gonna get into game 2 now. Yep, spoiler alert and whatever. Gacu is down 1, so he's going to want to win this one here to stay in the series. He's going to lead off with his Tyranitar versus the Suicune, bringing Sand this time. Doesn't want to lose to a Lax-Coon again. He brings in the Celebi here. Celebi's a pretty decent stop to Suicune if it's got Leech Seed or anything like that, and in fact does, so that's nice. Going to be able to annoy that Suicune a little bit more there, which is nice. Yep, Suicune going to be forced to switch out there to the Jirachi, not wanting to be forced to rest prematurely if it can help it. There's another Leech Seed there, just pressuring the Jirachi as well. And Celebi's in a pretty good spot. Looks like Tamahome doesn't really have many offensive answers to it, which means that it's quite threatening to him. We're going to see an SD here. Could be SD pass. He's actually going to Leech Seed on the switch to Suicune here. We're going to see if the Celebi has an attacking move to take advantage of that Suicune being Leech Seed and all that. Would be a lot of chip racking up. It's actually just going to get phased out as he tries to pass, and the Leech Seed is going to chip down that Coon a little bit more. We see a baton pass here, straight out to Tara again. Nice play from Gacu. He's going to get that in to threaten Tamahome's team. We see a Claydol here from Tamahome, and it's actually going to take a lot of damage from Ice Beam there, and it's also slower than the Tar. Not going to do a huge amount with Earthquake either, so that's looking like a very favorable trade for Gacu. But then again, if he doesn't have any spikes, which he probably doesn't, then that Claydol wasn't particularly useful in this matchup anyway. And Dugtrio is actually going to be able to remove the Tar there, so potentially here could see some weather change kind of stuff to make that Coon more threatening, more annoying. We're going to see some T-Bolts trading down on that Zapdos. Looks like it must be quite a Spit F Zap to take those pretty well. Going to take another T-Bolt there, and it's going to rest it off. So rest Zapdos here again from Tamahome. Seems pretty confident with that pick versus Gacu. He's going to see another T-Bolt here onto the Celebi. Just a little bit of chip. He does in fact have Drill Peck, and it's going to do quite a lot there, as the Celebi is in fact going to Heal Bell to wake up the Zapdos. Very nice. Some good synergy there. In comes Celebi here to... well, I mean, we'll see, I suppose. Comes in and Leech Seeds the Suicune. So it looks like Gaku's trying to chip down that Suicune so it can't phase him on the SDs anymore. Makes a lot of sense. Trying to get off that SD pass to close out the game in one sweep or so. He's going to BP here and going to get phased out again. He is going to be able to chip down the Coon, but without the Sand, that's not really sticking very well. So we'll see how he manages to deal with that. He's going to BP out to the Celebi again here, and he's going to SD up straight away, interestingly, instead of leeching onto the Coon. He leeches onto the Coon here, but the Coon has got like 6% back there, so we'll see. I guess he's just trying to chip it down here. He can switch, though, with that Roar. There's a Leech Seed again, but it's going to miss this time, so that Suicune's proven quite difficult to chip down. And he's going to get phased again straight away, which means that this Coon can just switch again here and get rid of those Leech Seeds. And it looks like, I mean, I don't know, maybe the Celebi just doesn't have an attack. Could be pretty annoying for Gacu to try and stop that Suicune from, just hard walling him. You're going to see a Rock Slide here onto the Celebi. This Aerodactyl might not be running Hidden Power because it's got the sub there. Double-edged Rock Slide Earthquake. Probably planning on muscling past Celebi with an SD pass boost and maybe a Lychee Berry boost as well. We're going to see a Psychic there onto the Aerodactyl. Going to break the sub and switches into Celebi here. It's going to take that Psychic pretty well. Probably going to see a Leech Seed here on the switch again. Yep, trying to chip down that Coon. Dedicated to chipping down that Coon. SD's up here, and we're going to see a Roar from the Suicune. Makes a lot of sense again. Suicune getting pretty low now, but definitely running low on those Leech Seeds. Since they are coming out against pressure, might almost all be gone now. So we'll see. I think he did use one against Jirachi, so this might be the last one. I'm not sure. SD's up, and Coon is at 20%. I mean, he's got to have an attack, right, to be able to take out that Coon and have any chance of winning this game here. We see the Suicune come back in again. There's an SD from the Celebi. And recover. Oh no. That's awful. He doesn't have an attacking move to finish off that Suicune, and it's looking like he hasn't made much progress versus that Jirachi or the Zapdos or the Celebi. So it's looking like might might just be ruled out for the rest of this game. That's very unfortunate. In comes the Zapdos here, going to try and make something happen. T-bolting down that Zapdos there, but we do know it has rest, and we also know that there's a Celebi sitting in the back as well. Tamahome's going to Toxic Gacu Zapdos. BP here from the Zapdos into the Celebi as the Zapdos rests. Okay, I guess looking to conserve some PP. We're going to see a BP here into Metagross. And we see Zapdos coming in. It's going to get Meteor Mashed. I guess if he can get a boost or something, he might be able to make something happen here with this Metagross. We'll see. He just keeps spamming Mash. Got another Sleep Turn here on the Zapdos. I guess looking for a boost here. He hasn't really used many mashes yet, but obviously pressure is chipping that down the whole time. We see a mash miss, which is pretty big, really. Yeah, because this next mash won't even be able to kill the Zapdos at this point. That's very unfortunate for Gacu, because he was looking to try and break through Tamahome there, and now he's going to need to use a lot more PP as well, considering that there's not just the pressure from the Zapdos, but also from the Suicune. Which now he'll have to predict between the two with the mash and EQ, and he actually just decides to take the trade with Zapdos and boom on it. Interesting. Maybe he was looking to catch the Coon there, because it's looking like he doesn't really have anything for it now. He's out of Leech Seed PP, and the Zap is toxic, so that's not really a long-term answer, considering that there's a Celebi here which is unpressured by sand or spikes. Suicune's just going to rest that off now. Pretty safe to rest, considering that there's not really any long-term offensive threat to it, considering that Zapdos is poisoned. It's not going to be able to come in on the Suicune forever. Yeah, and we just see Celebi unable to do anything versus Suicune again. Looking pretty unfortunate. Maybe with a butt ton of crits he can get through here. We'll see. Suicune just COing up now, taking advantage of the pert. It's looking like that Surf does a lot of damage as well. I mean, it is probably a rash pert, so that's probably why. But yeah, Surf going to finish that pert off there, and Zapdos going to come on in. Probably going to force out the Coon here. He might choose to trade, but he does in fact just T-Bolt into a Dead Trio here. I guess Tamahome didn't want to get Drill Pecked on the switch there. Makes sense. He's just going to Rock Slide the Zapdos here, and in fact he's going to flinch it, which is very unfortunate. But I'm not sure Gacu would have been able to do a lot anyway. In comes Aerodactyl here, and we're going to see a sub. Aero's going to have to flinch out the Celebi here, I reckon. Just goes for a double edge straight away. No Rock Slide flinches. He's going to probably need some. He's going to sub one more time here. And that's going to be the Lychee Berry there. We're going to see if he can flinch him out here. Rock Slide, there's one flinch. Only needs a couple more. With that +1 boost, he could potentially do it. He probably still needs a crit on the Jirachi. And he's in fact going to get Psychicked, and that's going to be game because the Celebi has no more attacks. So that's going to be game 2. Tamahome's going to win a pretty convincing 2-0 there versus Gacu. Yeah, that's an unfortunate loss to swallow. I mean, I think maybe Gaku's kicking himself that he doesn't have a hidden power on this Celebi to hit that Suicune with, because it really once the weather changed, it was really an issue for him. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.